everyone, today I'm going to show you on how to do a pull-up card that lights up, and it's by Sony Studios on Alpaca Holiday. Hope you like it. Let's start. I previously stamped my stamps off camera, and I'm going to go ahead and color them with copy markers. If you like them, I'm going to go ahead and put the description on the screen of the markers that I used to color each llama. For the mountains, I decided to use C1, C2, and C3. And for the Santa hat, I decided to use R27 and R29. For the body, I'm going to be using Y00, R02, and R20. And for the sock, the seat, I'm going to be doing G16, G17, BG15, and BG18. For this alpaca, I went and go ahead and use the copy marker C1, C3, C5, and C7. And for the face, I use Y00. For the scarf, I'm going to be using G05, G07, and G09. For the bottom of the boots, I'm going to be using C1, C3, and the top of the boots will be G07 and G09. For the third alpaca, I'm going to go ahead and use Y21, YR24, Y26, and the face YR00, and the nose R20. For the scarf, I'm going to be using B12, B06, and B04. For this alpaca, I'm going to go ahead and use YR04, YR07, YR09, BG10, BG13, BG15. For the seat, I use YR04, YR07, YR09, and the face YR00. For the face of the alpaca and the ears, I use YR00. For the scarf, I use B32, B34, and B37. And my favorite, I'm going to be using Cosmic Shimmer Fluffy Stuff for the two llamas. I adore how the end result comes up with this. You just put a little bit, whatever you want, then you do the heat gun and it will give you a real effect, like if it was a real alpaca. I love this effect. Off camera, I went and go ahead and do the heat gun so I can get the results that I wanted for the alpaca. As you can see, the end result is so fluffy. They're adorable. I like that fluffy effect. I just For the card base, I'm going to be using a 4.5 by 5.75, and it's based on the die cut that I use for this particular card. Since I'm making a pull-up light-up card, I'm just marking the spaces where I want my my alpacas to be, and along with the mountains. Since I'm going to be pulling a shooting star, I use golden embossing powder to do my shooting star. I then went and cut my pull-up tab from the die sets from Long Fawn. After I cut it, I went and placed it on the place that I previously assigned to, where I want my shooting star to be pulled out from. I mark a square with 1 by 1 inches. That way it's gonna give us enough space for our bottom battery to fit perfect. After marking the space for my battery, I went and did a sensor. I just cut a piece of paper 1 by 1 inches, and then I'm just gonna place it on top of the R square that we did for the battery. This is gonna help us to push the button on and off every time we want the light to. I'm gonna go ahead and place my light. I'm gonna be using a blue light. I'm gonna put a piece of clear tape, that way it holds the light. Since it's not a Chibitronic, this light, it's an LED light and they're very small. For the top piece of my card, I went and go ahead and cut another set of stars from the same die cut, and then I go ahead and put some distress ink with a cheap sapphire on its. For the bottom, I did some distress ink, tumble glass color, that way it gives me the snowing look that at the end I just added the present and some embellishments. This will give it the final touch. And this is the way my card looks. Please like and subscribe if you like my card. Thank you. See you next time.